What if the very fabric of reality could be bent, manipulated by human ingenuity? What if, in the crucible of World War II, the U.S. Navy actually attempted to make a warship invisible and ended up sending it not just out of sight, but out of time itself? Tonight, we plunge into one of the most enigmatic and bizarre conspiracy theories ever told, the Philadelphia experiment, a legend so wild, so improbable, that it continues to captivate imaginations decades later. Our story begins in the desperate years of World War II, a time when scientific advancement raced against the clock and the impossible seemed within reach. The world was at war, and every advantage, no matter how unconventional, was sought. It was against this backdrop that an extraordinary tale began to circulate, a tale of a secret experiment designed to make a ship invisible to enemy radar. The basic claim? In October 1943, the USS Eldridge, a destroyer escort, was allegedly part of a top-secret experiment in the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. The goal was radar invisibility. But what supposedly happened next defied all logic. The ship not only vanished from view, but, according to some accounts, reappeared miles away in Norfolk, Virginia, only to return. Even more horrific, some of its crew members were said to be partially fused into the ship's metal, becoming grotesque, living parts of the vessel itself. Don't forget to subscribe to Conspiracy Theories Deep Dives and ring the bell. The spark that ignited this extraordinary flame of a story came from one man, Carl M. Allen, also known as Carlos Miguel Allende. In the mid-1950s, Allende began sending letters to UFO researcher Morris K. Jessup, claiming to be an eyewitness to this impossible event. His detailed, albeit chaotic, accounts described the Eldridge's disappearance and the ghastly fate of its crew. It was through Allende's relentless correspondence that the legend of the Philadelphia experiment truly took root, spreading far beyond the confines of fringe research into the public consciousness. The alleged scientific basis for such an impossible feat often loops back to the legendary inventor Nikola Tesla. Proponents of the experiment claim it was based on Tesla's unified field theories or his radical ideas about electromagnetism and energy weapons, even suggesting a supposed death ray. Imagine harnessing electromagnetic forces to such an extreme that it could bend not just light, but the very fabric of space-time around an object. Others link the experiment to the unparalleled genius of Albert Einstein, specifically his alleged work on a unified field theory that would connect gravity and electromagnetism. The claim suggests that Einstein, during his time at Princeton, might have been involved in classified Navy research aimed at understanding and manipulating these fundamental forces. While Einstein did work on such theories, official records show no connection to the Eldridge or any invisibility project. The core theory posits that by generating immense electromagnetic fields around the Eldridge, the ship could somehow bend light and radar waves around itself, making it invisible. But the leap from radar cloaking to physical teleportation and time displacement is where the theory truly spirals into the realm of fringe science. Yet, these extraordinary claims gained traction over time, fueled by a deep human fascination with secret government projects and the unknown potential of science. According to the lore, the experiment unfolded in two critical stages. The first, on October 28, 1943, allegedly resulted in partial invisibility. A ghostly outline of the ship remained. But then came the fateful second test on October 30, 1943. This time, the USS Eldridge was said to have completely disappeared, not just from sight, but from its very location in Philadelphia. Accounts claim it instantly reappeared in Norfolk, Virginia, hundreds of miles away, for a brief moment before vanishing again and returning to Philadelphia. The supposed aftermath was truly horrifying. Stories circulated of crew members suffering extreme psychological trauma, some driven insane, others vanishing permanently. The most disturbing tales spoke of sailors being melted into the ship's steel, or even being stuck in two places at once, phasing in and out of existence, a living nightmare. These gruesome accounts solidified the legend, painting a chilling picture of an experiment gone terribly, impossibly wrong. Despite the compelling nature of these tales, official statements from the U.S. Navy have always been unequivocal. No such experiment ever occurred. They maintained there were no secret projects to make ships invisible, nor any incidents involving teleportation or crew members being fused into steel. The Navy has consistently dismissed the Philadelphia experiment as pure fiction. Historians and researchers have thoroughly debunked the core claims. Naval records, ship logs, and crew testimonies confirm that the USS Eldridge was not even in Philadelphia on the dates of the alleged experiments. On October 28, 1943, the Eldridge was docked in New York, and on October 30th, it was reportedly at sea off the coast of Long Island. Furthermore, the ship's crew and official logs contradict every aspect of the Philadelphia experiment narrative. So, where did the confusion come from? The most common explanation points to Project Rainbow, a genuine, albeit unrelated, Navy project during WW2. This project aimed to degauss ships, essentially demagnetizing their hulls to make them undetectable to magnetic mines and torpedoes, not radar. The visible electrical cables and generators used in degaussing could easily have been misinterpreted by an outside observer as something far more exotic, feeding into the burgeoning legend. Despite official denials, the Philadelphia experiment refused to die. Instead, it blossomed in the rich soil of popular culture. The 1984 film, The Philadelphia Experiment, brought the story to a wider audience, turning it into a sci-fi cult classic. Its dramatic portrayal of time travel and military cover-ups fueled public fascination, embedding the legend firmly in the collective imagination. References to the experiment have popped up in countless other media, from The X-Files and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to video games and novels. Why does this myth resonate so strongly? Perhaps it's our deep-seated fascination with the idea of hidden truths, secret military experiments gone wrong, and the tantalizing possibility of technologies far beyond our current understanding. The blend of real historical elements, scientific concepts, and outlandish claims creates a narrative too compelling for many to dismiss. But why does the legend persist, even in the face of overwhelming evidence? It taps into profound psychological factors: our innate fascination with time travel, our love for hidden history, and our skepticism towards official narratives. Before the internet age, misinformation could spread organically, repeated and embellished until it became a deeply ingrained story. Like a game of cosmic telephone, the Philadelphia experiment evolved, each retelling adding a new layer of intrigue and impossibility. So we return to our central question: was the Philadelphia experiment a legitimate, terrifying venture into uncharted scientific territory, or simply one of the greatest hoaxes in naval history? While official records and historical analysis point overwhelmingly to it being a captivating urban legend, the allure of a hidden truth, a conspiracy kept from the public, remains incredibly powerful. The lines between what we want to believe and what is undeniably true often blur in the realm of such tantalizing mysteries. Do you believe in the Philadelphia experiment? Could there be something more to this wild tale, something the government isn't telling us? Or is it simply a testament to the power of a compelling story, a thrilling narrative that reminds us how easily fact can be distorted into an unforgettable legend? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this journey into the unknown intriguing, remember to like this video, subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure.